Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Byron, and I wanted to talk to y'all about Jenny Jones' show and why the show might have ended. And keep in mind, this is under fair use. This is for criticism, commentary purposes, and this is not about bashing anybody or anything or any party. This is just pretty much educate y'all guys and give my personal opinion. And let's go. And keep in mind, Jenny Jones show was around when Ricky Lake, Montel, you know, and Sally, and Jerry Springer and I think Jerry Springer is still around. I'm not really for sure, but let's not waste no time.
How often do you see a TV show blamed for murder? A year ago, in a court of law, a 24-year-old man named Jonathan Schmitz was convicted of second-degree murder. But in the court of public opinion, it seemed like the Jenny Jones show.
And see, the guy that was convicted of murder, he was the guy, the straight guy that came on that show, and he didn't know what was going on until afterwards, till he went on stage and stuff like that. And the gay guy was pretty much, he was pressured to say certain things, to do certain things. And also you know, the people like Jenny Jones producers wanted her to check up the show, for the audience and ask him a question like ask him about kissing him and his fantasy and all the other stuff. And that's one thing allegedly that triggered, you know, this situation to happen the way it did. And back then, when that was going down, I was a teenager, and I think I was close. I think I was close to high school or something like that. I might have been in high school. It might have been in ninth grade. I'm not really for sure. Maybe like I was in ninth grade, possibly. But yeah.
Show took the blame. That tragic encounter has changed Jones' life, but not in the way you might think. Tonight, she's telling her side of the story for the first time. But this is no confession. This is Jenny Jones as she's always been, surviving the tough times with few apologies.
Jenny, okay, talk to Ed. He's for Kizzy's count. All right, I don't know. He's going to need you to get some things. Okay. It's props.
Jenny Jones has made more than 1,000 entrances like this, always to enthusiastic applause. But today it's different. She's talking to a Dateline audience. You're nervous. A little bit. Or a lot.
A lot.
Nervous because after 2.5 years of withering criticism, she's finally addressing head-on the critics who say she and the show were somehow to blame when one of her guests was shot and killed by another 3 days after a taped appearance.
The headlines were, that they ambushed him. If I heard that word ambush one more time, I wanted to just scream because I knew that it wasn't.
It wasn't just the media. You did hear from the general public.
I remember one letter that I got in the mail that said, "You've got blood on your hands."
Now she writes about the murder in her new autobiography. But in fact, Jenny Jones' My Story would be quite a tale even without those chapters. What's your earliest memory?
My very first memory, I was probably 3 or 4. And it was of my father throwing a table at my mother. I didn't know why he hated her or why he treated her like that. I just remember that he spit on her, and the spit was kind of sitting in her hair. It's my first memory.
Are there any good ones?
There are a few good ones, not a lot.
Born Janina Stronsky in Palestine after World War II, she was the second child of Polish refugees. Her father, who survived both German and Soviet imprisonment, was a hard and sometimes brutal man who brought his family to Canada and built a successful business from Jenny's mother's skills as a seamstress. But he probably met his match in his willful daughter, Jenny. Your book's pretty candid. You did a little shoplifting and a lot of drinking.
A lot of drinking. I actually cut school a few times just to get drunk. There were times when I don't remember coming home.
How old?
13, 14.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip to that part. I'm gonna try to go to find something where it's more.
And coast to coast.
They were scalping tickets. The press was trying to get in. I wouldn't let them in because I didn't want male camera.
About daytime TV.
Baby, you know what you need to do? Drop that zero and get you a hero.
The ratings skyrocketed. Jenny Jones, who had been broke, soon became a multimillionaire.
Liz, you looking for me?
Okay, I'm going.
When Dateline visited the show earlier this month, the topic was, I hate to be rude, but you look like a dude. It was a makeover show featuring female guests who looked and dressed like men.
Yes. I'm Gene. I'm your first one.
Ready, Jenny? Oh, my God, Jenny. Oh!
Those people, they are an interesting subset of Americana. The people that appear on the daytime talk shows to talk about their affairs and their family troubles and their issues.
But you're right, they are Americana. They really are American people. They come from where I come from, so if people have a problem with the guests, they should have a problem with me because we come from the same place.
On March 6, 1995, one of the two shows she taped that day was about same-sex secret crushes. It was the most talked about show she would ever do, even though it never aired.
Now, which of these ways would you choose to reveal your secret crush on someone? A, would you write that person a letter? B, would you tell the person in private in case he rejects you? Or C, would you tell that person that you're gay and you hope he is on national television?
32-year-old Scott Amador was a bartender and Army veteran who lived near Detroit. A few days before the taping, he heard that the Jenny Jones Show was looking for guests who had secret crushes on people of the same sex. He and a friend, Donna Riley, called the show because Amador was attracted to a mutual acquaintance, 24-year-old Jonathan Schmitz. The only person not in on exactly what would happen was Schmitz himself.
Did you think Donna had the crush on you?
Did I? No, we're good friends.
Well, guess what? It's Scott that has the crush on you.
You lied to me. Interesting, very interesting.
Before we talk, take a look at, we'll show a little playback of what Scott said about you, John. Take a look at that monitor
right
down
here?
there.
I got a pretty big hammock in my yard, and I thought about tying him up to my hammock.
And?
Well, it entails like whipped cream and champagne, stuff like that.
Oh, golly.
3 days later, Jonathan Schmitz spent $300 on a 12-gauge pump-action shotgun and went to Amador's home. Minutes later, he called 911 and said he'd shot someone who had humiliated him on national television.
Calm down.
Well, this might have ended the show, and this might have had put Jenny Jones' show in the bad light. And I know a lot of shows back then, you know, they just wanted to pump up the ratings and they wanted to get more, you know, they wanted to get more audience and they wanted to get more people to watch. Just like on YouTube, people would do things and say things on their videos or they would make certain type of content that would boost up their views, and sometimes the content that they make can cause a tragedy, or that can cause something to happen to somebody, or that can put effect on somebody's life. And and it sucks to be humiliated on national television. And even if it was on YouTube, it sucks to be humiliated on YouTube too. And keep in mind, this guy that was convicted of this crime, this guy, he had a life and everything, and he didn't know what was going on until after they told him, what had that his that other guy had a crush on him and stuff, cause he thought the other girl that was with the gay guy had a crush on him, but that wasn't the case. And this might have been the reason why this show ended. It was a good show, don't get me wrong, cause when I was little, I used to watch it like a lot with my uncle, with my mom, with my sisters. And tell me what y'all think, you guys. Do y'all think that the show ended because for this reason, or what do y'all think? Why the show really ended? Leave a comment down below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have nothing but positive in your life and everything like that. Don't let those that hurt you try to bring you down, because that's what they always try to do. And I always stay strong, stay positive, and stay away from negative people, especially people that so-called your best friends and thinking they got your back, but they don't care nothing about you. So peace out. Have a good day. Good one.
Why can't you acknowledge the possibility that John Schmitz experienced humiliation here on your show?
Because
whether you meant to set it up that way or not.
I was here. It didn't happen. Did you have any idea that he liked you this much?
Jenny Jones says Schmitz reacted gracefully to Amador's secret crush.
Well, of course he's gonna react, because he ain't gonna do nothing on national television. That's just like some people don't do certain things on YouTube, because they know, they already know the world is gonna see it. So, yeah, of course he's gonna act like, of course, like anybody. All right, peace out, you guys.